Good morning, everyone. I can see that our regulars know the ropes. So as you come in, if you will just sign in your name in the chat box, who you are and who you represent. If you want to include contact information, that's fine as well. But we appreciate everyone being here, and we're going to give it just a few more minutes to make sure that we have everybody that wants to attend. I am recording the meeting, just so you know that. And Veldi may be with us, hopefully, eventually, if she's able to. She had a personal matter come up. So I'm in her place. That's why you see her name instead of mine. But I am Leanne Aaron, one of the co-chairs of the Family Connection Board. So just stepping in to help her out this morning. Some other housekeeping things that we can go ahead and take care of as people come in. If you're not the one talking, if you don't mind muting yourself, just so we don't have all that background noise happening. You will have the opportunity to share as we move through the meeting, if there's something you want to share with us. So as you come in, just sign in the chat, and we will get started in just a minute.
Donald Harris.
We do have one person on the phone. Who's the 342-4993? And I'll sign you in.
Donald Harris.
Oh, okay. Hey, Coach. Okay, I got you in too. So we're good there. Is my volume loud enough for you all? Okay, good. Thank you. Got a few more people coming in. I'm gonna give it till about 5 after, so just a couple more minutes. All right, y'all, I think we will go ahead, and I know there'll probably be some others that jump on as we move through the morning, which will be fine. For those of you that may have just jumped on, if you will, in the chat box, put your name and who you represent. If you want to put contact information, you're welcome to do that as well. So good morning, and thank you for taking the time to be with us today. I am Leanne Aaron. I am one of the co-chairs of the board for Family Connection here in Morgan County. And it's one of my favorite duties that I have in my job, working with you all and working with Veldi. We're going to do some updates this morning. I'm filling in for her. She hopefully will be able to join us, but if not, we'll move through pretty seamlessly through the program today. And so everyone should have received the agenda, and the first thing on the agenda this morning is Veldi's report, so the collaborative report. So just want to share with you all that our collaborative, along with the other collaboratives in the state, will be launching a new and improved website before the end of the year, and this site will include a partner director and a collaborative calendar of events. And so you should have received the link already, but if not, this is an opportunity that you can send in information that you have going on with your organization. So I'm just gonna copy this link and put it in the chat. If you have flyers or things that are happening, well, it's not letting me put it for some reason. There we go, okay, there you go. So that's where you can submit things. She would also like, if you have any photos from past events, such as the Teen Maze, which I'm going to ask our staff here at the Morgan County Extension Office for those, but you might have some as well. If you've got some from the back to school rally or pinwheel ceremonies, baby shower, diaper days, any of those, if you can send them to Veldi, and her email I can put in the chat box as well. It's pretty simple, but if there's any material like photos that you have, if you will send those directly to her, that they can add to the website as well. Our first slide this morning is about the 2022 or the fiscal year 2022 annual plan at a glance. And so after we met in January for our annual planning session, our 16-page report has been condensed down to this one-page report. And we are still working off of these 3 strategies: children safe and family strong, educated and working community, and youth development. And so our budget is still $48,000 annually as well. Our next slide. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Okay. So it's hard navigating about 3 screens here. So and Veldi just wanted to make sure that we thank everybody again for all of the work that you were a part of with the back to school rally and backpack drive. If you weren't aware, we were able to stuff and distribute 450 backpacks to Morgan County students through this drive, and it would not have been possible without all of our collaborative partners. So we appreciate all the hard work that you did to make that such a successful event as well. Some of you, or a lot of you, probably were present when in August when we had our State of Morgan Forum. And this is our panelist that was giving us updates in that particular event. And again, I'm going to put a link in the chat box. You would have received this via email, but this is the recording of the Scada Forum, State of Morgan County Forum. If you want to revisit that, if you weren't able to attend, or if you wanted just to pull out some nuggets from that. And so you can receive, or you can watch it through this particular link as well. And please, if you have any questions as we go through, just interrupt me, and I'm happy to try to answer any questions. Some really exciting news that we have for you that you may or may not be aware of is the new Baby Bulldog Early Literacy Initiative. We have just recently received funding from 2 different sources to help fund this initiative. And the focus of the initiative is to help to ensure all Morgan County children have access to the resources and supports necessary to ensure they are ready to start school successfully. And so we received a United Way COVID-19 fund grant for $6,000, and then we partnered with Morgan County School System to receive the L4GA grant. And so our part of the grant is a little bit over $132,000, but you can see that the school system was awarded much more than that, over $685,000. So super excited about this. You can see how we're going to use funds on this slide here. So there is a early literacy strategy team, and our next team meeting is the 23rd. So that is this Thursday at 11 a.m. and it is a Zoom meeting. So you are welcome. If you haven't been a part of that particular team before and you're interested in helping us deliver this particular program successfully, then Veldi has sent out an email regarding that. If you didn't get the email, you can email Veldi about attending that virtual training or meeting on September 23rd at 11 a.m. So really excited and proud of Veldi for doing the hard work to secure those funds as well. And then as usual, we like to share the quarterly expenditure report with you all as well. And you can see that we've expended all but about 83 cents of the 48,000 that we were allotted from the state. And so Veldi does a very good job of maintaining that budget and making sure that she is where she needs to be throughout the year. So we're going to move on. That's all we had in the PowerPoint. So I'd like to move on to our new business. And again, this is something that we're going to need your assistance with. We have a couple of things. There's the self-assessment. They're working to finalize that. You did help with that previously. And so this is just a design for us to account for the extent to which our annual plan is actually implemented and working. And we kind of, collect those unplanned collaborative activities as well. And so we can report back to that. And we use these findings to help tell our story, guide our decisions, publicize the work that we're doing as a collaborative. And so we're going to continue to reach out to you as needed to complete this assessment, but the deadline for us to get this done is September 30th. So hopefully, we'll have a very strong document at the end when we submit that. The other thing that's very important that we need your input on is our annual collaborative vitality survey. And this again is a link I'm gonna put in the chat box that we need for you to complete at your leisure. And that's going to help us to be able again to kind of identify what we need, what you all need for our collaborative to be. So Veldi did email this survey out in this link, but this is just a way for you as our partners to express your experience of your membership in the collaborative. And then we use those findings to help acknowledge and celebrate the collaborative achievements while identifying other areas of need where we can improve and grow. So that survey is very important to the work that we strive to do in our collaborative. So if you'll take some time, if you haven't already, to complete that survey, I completed it, and it honestly did not take long at all. So it's not something that's going to take you a long time to do, by no means. Any questions about any of our old or our new business before we move into our agency spotlight this morning? Okay. Well, I do have the honor to introduce Hannah Smith. She is with us today from the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning, which is Bright from the Start. And I am a Bright from the Start entity that is able to offer continuing education for early childhood educators. So I greatly appreciate the work that they're doing at that state level. But Hannah Smith began working with the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning, which DECAL is their kind of their short name. And she started in August 2021, so just recently. But she serves as the Early Education Community Partnerships Coordinator for the Central East region of Georgia. And her role is to connect communities with resources and services that DECAL can provide to support children, families, and early child care education professionals. Before working with DECAL, she spent 3.5 years working as an academic advisor at the University of Georgia and earned her Master of Education in Educational Administration and Policy during that time. So I did, Hannah, you should be allowed to share your screen, and I will turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you all and talk a little about DECAL. We've got a lot going on, and I'm excited to share a little bit with you. So everyone see my screen all right?
Yes, you're perfect.
All right, so as already pointed out, I am very new to DECAL, so my coworker Clayton Adams is here with me to help answer any questions you have at the end of my presentation. So Early Education and Community Partnership Coordinators are throughout the state of Georgia. There are 6 of us. I cover Central East, which includes, of course, Morgan County. We do work to coordinate the delivery of available state and local services for young children and families. We're always seeking to support and improve the quality of childcare settings, provide opportunities for conversations about access to that high quality childcare, and work with community stakeholders like yourselves to align early childhood systems and also just create public awareness of early education services. So here's our mission. So the Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning enhances children's early education experience to promote their academic, social, emotional, and physical development in partnership with families, communities, the early care and education industry, and stakeholders. And you can see our vision here. Our vision is for every child in Georgia to have access to high quality early care and education, regardless of family income or location. And we get a lot of questions about, what exactly is early childhood? Like, how do you categorize that? And typically, we're talking about birth through age 5. So what are the different divisions within DECAL? I won't go super in depth into all of these because that would, of course, take way too much time. More details can be found in the handout that was sent out yesterday, I believe. So I'll touch on just a few of these. We're most known for probably 4 different divisions. Child Care and Parent Services is our division that helps low or no or low income families to get the child care that they need. Families can apply for subsidized child care online through that department. We have our Child Care Services division, which is responsible for licensing all the child care learning centers and family child care learning homes as well. And they maintain, they go out to these facilities as well to ensure that they are maintaining the policies and staying up to code and all that good stuff when we talk about quality child care. We are also known for Georgia's pre-K program, which serves our 4-year-olds. And just to get something on your radar, if you're not already aware, October 4th through the 8th is Georgia Pre-K Week, so mark that on your calendar. And fourth, most importantly, we have our quality rated division. So quality rated is the online tool that helps families search for childcare options in their area. They can filter by any specific things that they're looking for. So if they're wanting childcare options that offer evening care, they can find that through there. If they need transportation, that's also another search tool that they can use in there. But they'll also see facilities that have a 1, 2, or 3-star rating, and that rating comes from us. We have assessors that assign that star rating to childcare facilities that go through the quality rated process. So again, a lot of divisions make up DECAL. If there are any that you need more information about, I'm happy to send it your way, so you can just let me know. So what have we been working on lately? So as you can assume, or probably assumed, a lot of COVID-focused things have been in the works for the past 1.5 years with DECAL. One of the big things we have are stable payments, and stable stands for short-term assistance benefit for licensed entities. And all licensed childcare providers were invited to apply for these funds. We administered our 3rd round of payments back in March. And the money that was distributed through these stable payments came from the CARES Act. And this money could be used for any number of things. For example, salary benefits for teachers or any early childcare professionals, could be used for tuition relief for families, lease payments, any cleaning supplies or classroom materials, things that were required by CDC guidelines, would all, those funds could be used for any of those things. And as of March of this year, DECAL had distributed over $92 million in CARES funding to licensed childcare programs in Georgia that were impacted by COVID-19. We've done a lot of work around COVID-19 education, vaccines, and most recently, DECAL joined the Georgia Department of Public Health in updating COVID-19 guidance and developed a manual specifically for Georgia childcare facilities. And this covers everything from COVID-19 prevention strategies, promoting vaccinations, consistent and correct use of masks. It's a very lengthy manual with a lot of wonderful information. So this was updated, I believe, as of August 23rd. And if any of you need this resource, I'm happy to send it out to you. And third thing I want to touch on is our power bonuses for the early childhood education workforce. So you all likely know that K-12 and higher ed educators in Georgia received a $1,000 bonus, and DECAL was able to get a power bonus for the early childhood education workforce. So this was similarly $1,000 supplemental payments for all childcare workers in Georgia. And as of August, we had issued almost 30,000 of those payments. So what are some ways that you all can get involved with DECAL? I host, well, all of the community coordinators around the state, we host 2 different types of meetings. First, I'll touch on the Child Care Engagement Network meetings. So these are monthly meetings, and they're hosted and facilitated by us community coordinators. And the purpose of these meetings is to provide direct supports to providers and also gauge community needs. These childcare engagement networks, they've been virtual and were established during the pandemic, so they've been really essential to keeping us in touch with childcare providers and people on the grounds in the childcare facilities to know exactly what's going on. These meetings are designed to connect providers with resources and supports from DECAL and other partnering agencies. And then we have our Birth to 8 collaboratives, and these are less frequent. They're quarterly meetings. And the purpose of these meetings is to support the rollout of state to local DECAL programs and community-driven initiatives for young children and families. And the goals of these meetings are to connect and strengthen the early childhood system, as well as coordinate better alignment across early childhood and the K-12 system. And at both of these types of meetings, we typically have a presenter So if anyone has anything that would be worthwhile to either of these meetings and you'd like to present about, I'm all ears. So please reach out to me if that's something that you'd be interested in. And I also have a newsletter that goes out every 2 weeks. And this has decal updates, events, resources, and I'm going to warn you, if you do want to be on that listserv, my newsletter is pretty packed with information. So anything and everything early childhood will be included in there, whether that's something statewide or specific to the Central East region. It will likely be in a very lengthy email. So if you'd like to be included in that newsletter, please reach out to me if you're not already on that list. And we are on all of the social medias, as you can see here. So please follow us to stay up to date on what's going on. But I want to thank you all for your time today and for listening to us. And if there's anything I didn't touch on that you'd like to hear more about, please reach out to me and I'm happy to provide you with more resources. And I'll open it up to questions. Is there anything that me and Clayton can help address for you?
How would you like for us to provide our information to join, to be a part of the newsletter? Just in the chat? Is that okay?
That is fine. Or if you'd like to email me directly, either way, I'll get you on there.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being interested. Anyone else?
Well, Hannah, I thank you for being here and for Clayton as your backup. You did a great job, and I learned a great deal more than decal than I realized. And so thank you for that. And I know I'll be reaching out. So it sounds like some others will too. So we appreciate your time this morning.
Of course, thank you for having us. And like I said, any and all decal information that you need to know, just reach out to me and I'll do my best to send you any resources that can be of service to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we will move into our strategy team reports. And we've got several people representing each of these. And so we're going to start with the Children's Safe and Family Strong group. We're going to hear from Maria about the latest on our Morgan County Parents as Teachers program. Maria?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Maria Arellano. I am a parent educator from Parents as Teacher program. I want to share with you a program and what we offer to families. We are currently offering virtual home visits to families that have children from 0 to 5 years old. One of our main goal is to ensure that children successfully complete kindergarten. It is important that each family participating in Parents as Teacher program has the opportunity for a high quality and high impact experience. I have a couple of dates that I would like to share with you. Our first of this year marks for me 5 years of working for Parents as Teacher program in Morgan County. It also marks 5 years of 100% success rate of children completing kindergarten in our program. So that's a great news for me, for everybody. Also, this October 1st, I will be attending a 4-day international conference in Baltimore. This conference provides trainings, techniques, and share knowledge by professionals with 10 to 35 years of experience and working in this field of education, which I will be bringing a lot of techniques for implement to my families I'm working with. Every 3 months, we provide ASQ screenings. There is one scheduled for the end of this month. We review the progress of each child in order to score the area that child needs the most support in, like language, cognitive, social, emotional. At this time, we are accepting referrals. If you have any family that meet the requirements for this program, or if you have any question about the program, please do not hesitate to email me. I already put my information in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Great work. We appreciate all the hard work you're doing with and for our families. Thank you. Next is our Morgan County First Steps program that Amanda Hawk is in charge of. So I will ask Amanda to give us an update.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Amanda Hawk. I'm the coordinator for Morgan County First Steps program. I work with families who have children ages 5 and under and expectant mothers, and we provide a resource packet. Because of COVID, we've got a contact-free packet that we send out to those families, and it's got a lot of resources that is attached to those emails that I sent out that they can click on, and they can find out more information about those. I recently did the 2-day virtual conference on child abuse and neglect. That was always a very enlightening experience, and you learn all kind of new resources that we can share with those families. The end of this month will mark the end of our 7 years that we have been around. We will be serving 150 families by the end of this month. October the 1st will start our 8th year. If you guys know of any families that could benefit from this program, I have put my information in the chat box. Feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. We appreciate all of your hard work as well, and both of y'all having to shift things, but still being successful. So thank you. Next, we're going to discuss the Diaper Day Program. And I'm pretty sure I saw Sarah with Amera Group on. So Sarah, if you want to update us on this program.
Yes, hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah with Amera Group. So the Diaper Day, we are trying to host one of these at least once a quarter, targeting families that are, with expectant moms, new moms, anyone that has a child that's currently using diapers. Of course, during those events, we want to partner with you all and bring families other resources. I know Maria joined us the last time, Dr. Wayne as well. So we want to make sure we offer them as much as we can whenever we host these events. Currently, because of the COVID situation, we are doing them virtual. We do them virtual, and then we have like either mail deliveries, or if we have one location, let's say a Boys and Girls Club that's willing to accept the items, and then families can pick up from the location, or we can do them drive-through. We are open to doing them in person, but it all depends on the site, the location, if they're okay with that. Our next one coming up will be on November 9th. I've shared that flyer with Veldi, and I can upload it as well into the chat. Please feel free to share with everyone. These events are open to anyone in the community. They do not have to have a mayor group to participate. So we want to give them as much information as we can and welcome everyone.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Sounds like a really cool program. And what was the date again? November
9th.
9th, okay, perfect.
And I'll upload the flyer real quick. It's gonna be again in front of the WIC office. And to help families, we're gonna do it as a drive-through. As they drive up, we ask them what size, give them a little bit of resources. So even if you have agencies, because I know some agencies are not allowed to come out on the field, if they would like, we can include their brochures in the low bags that we provide families.
Awesome. All right, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Next, one of my co-workers, with Brittany Thompson with Project Free with the University of Georgia. So I will ask her to give us an update on that particular program. I'm pretty sure I saw her on. Let's see. And she might have gotten knocked off. Oh, there she is, Brittany. Hey, we can't hear you. A little bit of technical difficulty, but
Now can you hear me?
yes, you are good. Well, now you're mute. Okay.
So sorry about that. So I
That's
think
okay.
my earphones just went dead.
Okay.
Again, I am Brittany Thompson. I am the program coordinator for Project Free, and that stands for Fostering Relationships and Economic Enrichment. We are partnering with 15 organizations and agencies across the state. So that includes UGA extension offices, as well as community agencies to deliver our program, Elevate. So if you know someone, of course, even yourselves, that are at least 18 years of age in a committed relationship and looking forward to elevate their relationship, learning some new tools and techniques to enrich their relationship, please go to our website and look us up. Again, if you are at least 18 years of age in a committed relationship, and you don't have to have children, and this program is free. So we are in a second cycle of delivering this program. And again, if I have not as stated this earlier, we are across the state. So any couple that are eligible, based on the requirements I stated before, can participate in our Elevate program. We offer in-person class experience as well as virtual. So thank you. And if you have any questions, you please go to our website, look me up, and let me give you my phone number. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany. We appreciate your being with us today. All right, we're going to move into the next strategy team report, and that is youth development. Just give you the dates for the 2020 or the 2022 team days. That we'll start planning for that in January. And we're sending out some information. If you haven't been involved in that program before, it is very volunteer heavy. Over 100 volunteers helps us to deliver this to every ninth grader that opts in the state. And we've done things a little differently lately, but we do have March 31st as the setup day. And they also have that as the kind of the preview that parents can come and kind of see what their child is going to experience if they choose to. And the actual team days will be on Friday, April the 1st. So we do hold that at the Morgan County Freshman Academy. If you want more information on how you can be involved, feel free to contact me. It is something that is really an awesome thing to experience. So hopefully we can have more people join us this year than in the past. I'm gonna go ahead and use this opportunity just to update you all on my program in Family and Consumer Sciences. I am offering early childhood education trainings from September to December. These are monthly 2-hour trainings that are continuing ed units for early childhood educators in child care centers and family care centers. And I will be including that flyer on the website for Veldi's information. But if you want more information about that, you can contact me on that particular program. So next is under youth development is anti-bullying social. Do we have a representative from the Morgan County Sheriff's Department with us this morning that could speak to that program? Well, I don't know any particulars about that.
If you want
So-
to make crisps,
What?
if you want to make a crisp,
So hopefully we'll hear more information on that program in the future. So we'll move into the Educated and Working Community Team Report for Education and Workforce Development Programs. Do we have a representative from Athens Tech that can give us an update on these efforts? It's hard to know who's in the room when you're on Zoom. Okay. So we'll move to work source updates. Is Sid with us this morning?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Good morning. You may see Simi Solar Johnson, but it doesn't say Georgia Department of Labor. So I'm not with the Athens Technical College, but I'm with Georgia Department of Labor. So I'm not sure if some of you are still aware that Georgia Department of Labor, as a state employees, we're all still working remotely at home, still helping with claims and still making sure that most customers are looking for work by submitting 3 work search every week if they are ready to receive unemployment. And if they are not doing that, we stop their unemployment until they actually fulfill what we ask them to do. I'm sorry you cannot see my face. That's because I wake up, brush my teeth, just sat in front of the computer, so I don't look my best. And can you see me now? So I'm sorry, thank you. So I'm with the Georgia Department of Labor, as I said, and we are all still working remotely from home and still doing our best to keep up with the filing of the unemployment, as many of the customers couldn't reach us. But I am one of those that try to solve problem. I've got about 12 pages of telephone that we are calling applicants back and checking on their claims for them. So, which is, I'm grateful that I still have a job, and I'm grateful that I'm able to call applicants back to solve their problem for them. So if any of the community business services on here have any questions, they can still reach out to me, send me an email, and I'll be able to answer any of your questions for you in regards to Employ Georgia, or you know anyone who filed claims and why have you not heard from us. Usually when you file unemployment insurance claims, it shouldn't take like 2 weeks, but because of the COVID situation and because thousands, I won't say a lot, thousands are filing every day. So it may take about a month or so. If there is no issue, like you got fired or you just walk out, if there is no issue, it shouldn't take that long. But because of the backlog of my unemployment unit, we are so, we're just so full that they are really, really trying their best to catch up with unemployment. But again, we are not in the building. We are still working remotely and doing our best. We can't do job fair. We can't do virtual job fair, anything like that. As you know, we are a government agency. So, but we are really, really trying our best to keep up with unemployment claims and still trying to reach out to customers. Thank you.
Thank you for the update and for all of your hard work. We know it's a definite challenge, but we appreciate your attention because I know it's hard. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'm pretty sure I saw Margot Fowler if with Action Incorporated, if you want to give us an update, or if there's someone else from Action Incorporated that can give us an update on your education and workforce development.
Good morning. So with the workforce development, John Rice has resigned from our agency. So he is no longer heading up that program. However, we have hired Mr. Justin McCollin, who will start next month operating that program for the 12 counties that serves the high school youth program. And so that's pretty much all the update that I have concerning that. And then I can update you on other prefer. Okay, so Niesel Miller, she is also on the call. She is the new Morgan County Coordinator, and she may want to add something after I finish, but we are still taking applications for employment incidental support, which contains help with uniforms or tools or transportation reimbursement for those that are recently secured employment. So that way there'll be a help between the gap of their first check and starting that job. A lot of times clients, customers, are unable to purchase specific things that they need. So we are taking those applications throughout this month. Of course, we still have our utility and rental assistance help. Niesel has been doing an awesome job the last couple of months, taking in applications for both counties that she serves, and also making those connections and referrals to other agencies. Some clients need additional monthly help, more than just 1 month or 2 months. So Niesel has been able to connect them with resources, with partnerships. September ends our fiscal year. So in October, there will be about a couple week gap when we transition. So we will be making referrals to other agency partners that we have when we get our new year started in October. But then we're going to make sure that the customers know, to call us back so that if they are eligible for any of our assistance, that we're able to help them then. So thank you.
Niesel, did you have anything to add?
No, thank you, Margot. Thank you.
Thank y'all both. We appreciate it. We're gonna we've got about 15 or so more minutes. And if we need to go a little longer, we can, but we want to give our collaborative partners an opportunity, if you haven't given an update already, to do so. Before we do that, I'd like to recognize our board members. We've got several that are on with us this morning, and I've been so appreciative of them. It's been nice that's been one of the nice virtual meetings that we've been able to do because it's so hard to get everybody together at one time. So I'd like to recognize Wayne Myers, Pam Benford, our newest, Amber Vandiver, representing the health department, Karen Robertson, Eric Joyce, Donald Harris, Laura Elsner, and of course, I'm the co-chair with Karen Robertson and Veldi. So just appreciate the service that you all give. So moving into our collaborative partners, I'm just to make it easy so everybody's not trying to talk at one time, I'm just gonna call on you as I see you on my screen. And if you can, please stick to no more than a 2-minute update, since we've got so many people on and we're trying to get it in, in this last 15-minute window here. So Babs, you're the first one in my window. Do you have anything to add today?
Just that our Boys and Girls Club continues to operate, but we are under COVID restrictions, so no volunteers. We're sorry about that. We hope that we will be having volunteers very soon, but none right now. And we are ready to kick off a capital campaign toward the end of the year, the first of next year, so we can build a new building for our Boys and Girls Club. So thank you for asking. Things are going well, considering everything. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for your service to that great organization. Eric, Joyce?
Yeah, thanks, Leanne. You hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are very close to initiating our Canaan Crossing workforce housing project located in the western end of town at Wheat and March Street. We do have contact information. WODA is the company who's going to be administering that. I will put in the chat box his contact information for applications. There are minimum income requirements and maximum. So the city is not running that. WODA is the private company that will be managing that, very much like Silver Lakes, but without the age requirements. That is, Silver Lakes is for seniors only. This is about 65 units for families. As far as COVID goes, we unfortunately had to cancel a couple of events. We had canceled one of my favorites, the Motown night in Town Park, one of the most diverse activities we do. Very unfortunate. We also went ahead and canceled the chili cook-off for next month as well in an effort to protect our community from the spread of COVID. The city also has initiated a incentive program for employees to get vaccinated. Then the last thing I had kind of on the good news is we are very close to getting our tennis courts open. The city has had 4 tennis courts at Hill Park. We partnered with the county to resurface them. The rec department runs, I believe, is 8 courts across from the new middle school. Those are seemingly done, but we have a punch list for the contractor to really complete it. So they're currently locked. Painful to see a lock on there, but that should be open very soon. We did convert 2 of our city courts at Hill Park to pickleball. Who knows what pickleball is all about, but we have, I believe it's 6 pickleball courts. So once it's open, I hope to see someone down there showing me how to play that game. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Eric. Keisha? Oh, I'm not saying that right.
Hi everyone, my name is Quisha Glover. I am currently the FSA for Morgan County Early Learning. We're located behind the old middle school. As of right now, we're not at full enrollment. We're at full enrollment for our early, but we're still looking for 3s and 4s. We are partnered with the pre-K program, so our 3-year-olds will attend the Georgia pre-K at the primary school. We're a completely free program. We have parent meetings once a month, so I'm getting a lot of information. So I'll be in touch with some of you so you guys can be on our Zoom. Right now, we're not allowing parents in the building. I have my boss on the call as well as our PFCE specialist. If you guys have any questions or anything, I will definitely put my information in the chat box. Ms. Tamika, Mr. Travis, if I missed anything, please chime in.
Thank you. Amber Vanderwerf?
Good morning. My name is Amber Vandiver. I'm the county nurse manager here at the Morgan County Health Department. I was previously at the Greene County Health Department for about 5 years, but glad to be here in my hometown to be able to serve. Some updates with the health department. COVID vaccines are increasing here. We are offering Moderna, Pfizer, and J&J, and you can register for that online at our website, publichealthathens.com. I spoke with Adam briefly this morning, our county manager, and he stated that about less than 40% of Morgan County is vaccinated. So we're still trying to increase those efforts to offer vaccines throughout our county. We were able to go out to the middle school and high school and offer vaccines to the students and staff there, which that was pretty successful. We gave around 30 at the middle school and around 25 at the high school. We do plan to go out to the Cotton Gin Festival on October 23rd to offer vaccines there as well. And then this past week, we had immunization audits at the schools, and those were very successful. So I want to reach out and tell all the schools and pre-Ks and daycares that they are doing an awesome job when it comes to keeping up with who needs vaccines. So if anybody needs anything, I'm here, reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Amber. Jaleesa Walker?
Hi, this is Tiffany Vining. Jaleesa and I are attending today for our director, Laura Elsner. Unfortunately, she had an untimely death in her family yesterday. But I wanted to introduce Jaleesa Walker because she is our new administrative assistant for Morgan County. She was with Morgan and Greene County OFI for the past 7 years, and we're lucky to have her on our team now. The only update other than that is there's going to be a slight increase in SNAP benefits for individuals. It looks like it just goes by the family size. So it used to be, it looks like $192 for a family, one person. They'll now get $250. So it's increased a little bit. So if Jaleesa will be attending these meetings from now on as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tiffany. Laura Pike. She seems like she had a conflict. She didn't text me directly, so we'll come back to her. Travis Williams, Ellis.
Travis is one of my PFC specialists from YMCA, so I kind of, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. How about Allison Carter?
Hey, this is Allison Carter with Oconee Valley Healthcare in Greensboro. Over the summer, we had 2 new nurse practitioners join our team. So we're very excited to see that growth with our providers. In August, we were also able to wrap up our National Health Center Week and celebrate our patients and our staff and other community health centers across the country and all that they do for their communities. And now we are preparing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and celebrating that in our community. And I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Allison. Megan Morris. You're muted.
Sorry about that. You'd think by now I'd know how to use Zoom, right? Just wanted to give everybody a quick update on the hospital and how things are going here, of course, related to COVID. We have started seeing things slow down, which is good news. We don't by any means think this means this is it, though. We just anticipate, this is the bottom of a wave and we'll get another one come winter. Just trying to think ahead and plan accordingly for that. We are still partnered with the state to offer COVID testing here on the campus. That is available Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6 every day. There is no charge. The samples are collected and processed by the state. So we're just providing the site and basically the tents and stuff out there for them to be able to do what they're doing. It's about 24 to 48 hours is what we're being told in terms of getting your results back. But they're doing the best, that they can with that. Right now, we're seeing roughly probably 50 to 60 patients a day through that site. The positivity rate has dropped significantly. Outside, it's probably about 6% is what we saw as an average for last week in terms of those coming through. We are still doing testing, of course, in our ER when patients come through, but we've stopped our outpatient testing. Our positivity rate in the ER is about 25%, but you would anticipate that because typically the folks coming into the ER are truly sick, maybe not just necessarily getting a COVID test for travel or that kind of thing. But that has dropped over what we were seeing at one point. We have temporarily halted our monoclonal antibody infusions, and that is simply because we can't get the product right now. That is not just us, it's pretty much nationwide. FDA is looking at their process and figuring out how they're going to reallocate and distribute those products and catch back up on orders for the last 3 weeks. So the last 3 weeks worth of product orders have not been fulfilled. As soon as we get that, get some product back in, we will gladly open that clinic back up because we do feel like it makes a big difference in the recovery time for those outpatients who get it. They're able to get back on their feet and get going a lot quicker from what we've seen. So that's called Regen, and we're hopeful to have that back up very soon. Everything else, we're still following our regular COVID precautions. We have visitor restrictions in place. COVID patients, for example, can only have one visitor throughout their entire stay, and that's just an infection control measure. We have opened back up our swing bed program. We've started doing our outpatient surgeries again. We had temporarily halted all of that when we were full. About 3 weeks ago, we were literally full, no beds available, and over half of those were COVID patients. We're not seeing that anymore. That has trended down with the percentages. Other than that, that's kind of what we're doing here at the hospital right now. If anybody has questions, you can feel free to shoot me an email or put them in the chat, and I'll do my best to address them. Thanks.
Thank you, Megan. We appreciate all
You're
of
welcome.
y'all thank you. Reggie Johnson.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at Care Source, we are ramping up. You all know that October 15th starts open enrollment for the Medicare. So we will be reaching out to some of the senior providers, those who assist those who are disabled who get Medicare, to reach out and let you all know about our new products. And also November is upcoming with Marketplace open enrollment. So I will be reaching out to some of the partners, haven't had opportunity to really engage in Morgan County like I had in the past, but this fall, really looking forward to do that. So let you all know. And of course, we still do our Medicaid, have information. We've updated our rewards points, our rewards payouts and what have you. So I do have new flyers and whatnot. I've already been to the health department defects office and put some of the new flyers in there. And I'll reach out to everyone to let you all know what's going on upcoming for the rest of 2021 into 2022.
Thank you, Reggie.
You're
Brittany
welcome.
Lowry.
Good morning. I'm with Advantage Behavioral Health in Greensboro. We serve the Morgan County families as well. We have some new staff that we have recently hired that will be starting next month. So we're looking forward to that and getting back to fully staffed. We are still seeing clients both in person and through telehealth. That's an option for those that don't want to come in. For people that need a new intake, new clients, we just have an open access walk-in. They can walk in Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 for an intake. We do suggest trying to get here earlier. Our open spots they're more likely to get a same day appointment in the morning, but they can come at any time.
All right, thank you. Coach Harris, was there any updates you wanted to give?
Yes. All road resurfacing and paving has been completed. The tennis court at Hill Park on College Drive is almost completed. We're just waiting to set up a date with the contractor to conduct a walkthrough. And the Morgan County Board of Commission will meet today at 5 p.m. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Dr. Cole?
Good morning, everybody. Quickly, we're plugging along, as I think a lot of y'all have alluded to, and Megan, at the hospital especially, things are looking better, thankfully, with COVID. So we're looking better as a school system on that regard. A lot of appreciation and thanks for the L4GA grant that we just got approved. Family Connections and other community partners were really instrumental in us getting that. So we're very excited about that and what impact that will have on our community, not just now, but in the future with literacy. So super excited about that. Scores from last year, which is probably more information you need to know, look really good. I think us being in school all year last year made a huge difference, especially compared to our peers. We're looking forward to tennis courts too, like the city. We're waiting, hopefully soon, the county, as the city did, we partnered with the county to get those done here by our campus, and they look great, and we're just excited about hopefully people being on them soon. Appreciate our health department and Amber, their help with getting the vaccines for our students. I mean, that was something not many systems have done, and just to make that accessible to those middle schools and our high school students and staff, I thought went better than I really thought it would. So very appreciative of that. But all in all, we're kind of in the swing of things. It's hard to believe after next week, we'll have been our fall break, and that will be 1/4 of the school year will already be done. So it just, starts kicking off and clicking away, and we'll be at the holidays before you know it. But things are going very well. It's really great to see the impact of what our school is. I think it's very critical for our students and to be in school, and very thankful of hard work for our staff that's made that possible, and very appreciative of our community support for that as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Wayne Myers, you want to update us?
I'm with First Readers, and we're continuing to look and hope to find kids under the age of 5 in Morgan County. Our numbers have been going back up recently, and we are appreciative of that. But if you know of any kids that are under the age of 5 and are not receiving free books in the mail, they can go to firstreaders.org, and remember, First is FERST, and register your child there, and they'll start receiving free books in a couple months. So hopefully we can get back up to where we were pre-pandemic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Jay Holman?
I just did what Dr. Cole mentioned about the school system.
Okay, perfect. How about James Meneguzzo? Did you need to add anything? I can't hear you if you're talking. We'll try to come back to you if you need to update us. I'm not sure who is XTCR0342, but you had some updates. All right, how about Tamika?
I'm with Morgan Early Learning, and Quisha's already spoke for me. Thank you.
And then there's someone on the phone, 706-752-4700. I'm not sure who that is. Okay. Well, is there anybody else that I missed? Oh, okay. James, that's fine. His audio isn't working, so, okay. Please be sure to put your name in the chat box if you hadn't already, so Veldi can have a record of who attended. A couple of just final announcements that I'd like to make, just to remind you, the Early Literacy Strategy Team meeting is September 23rd at 11 a.m. It is virtual. Our next collaborative update will be October 19th at 9 a.m. and we'll have Misty Manis with Adventure Bags, and that will be another virtual meeting as well. Sarah mentioned the drive-through diaper day is November 9th at 11 a.m. and that's at the Morgan County Health Department, and her information is on the agenda. And then at our November collaborative update, which is the 16th of November at 9 a.m., we'll hear from Reggie Johnson with CareSource. So he'll give us a little more in-depth information about their program then. Any last questions, thoughts, things that we need to address? Well, I know we went a little longer than we tried to, but we greatly appreciate everyone's time today. All of the great work that you're doing in our community for our families. Thank you. And if we can ever, partner together, any or all of us, just please reach out to each other and also complete that collaborative vitality survey for us as well. Hope everyone has a great day. I don't know if I need someone to, make the motion that we adjourn, but we'll do it officially. Can someone make the motion for us? And
this is Megan. I make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, do I have a second?
This is Virgil, second.
Okay, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.